There should be things that you execute on each and every day. Call them your basic level of execution. That regardless of what else is happening, you're going to get these done. It's the basics. If you don't have a basic level of execution, then you'll never have another level of elevation. Your elevation requires your execution. So, the less and less that you execute, the less and less you will elevate. Currently, I have 2 clients in my program. They need help with removing a behavior in their life. I specialize in that. I've given them tasks. The one task that they do execute on, they see a level of elevation in their life. Then there's tasks that they don't execute on, and they don't see a level of elevation in their life. They're simple tasks. Here, I need you to sit down for 15 minutes and go through this for me. I expect a response by the next time that we meet. One of my coaching clients did it. He's seeing some tremendous strides. The other coaching client hasn't. He's seeing some strides, but he also doesn't. I've learned about him, he doesn't learn that way. So I had to switch it up, and I had to give him some different tasks. When I gave him these alternative tasks, he completed them, and he saw a level of elevation. I enjoy receiving the messages like, Nico, this stuff is working. Nico, you really helped me out. What I enjoy even more is knowing that these individuals are elevating. They're starting to see the version of themselves that they could actually be. I want you to be able to see that person. But that requires you taking some basic execution tasks and applying them. Some very common ones. Your wake-up time. That needs to be done. What time you wake up is a basic level of execution. 2, what you put into your body. It's a basic level of execution. You should know what you ate. You should know what you eat. For the past 2 years, I've been eating the same thing. I can tell you exactly what it is. The year before that, I was only eating once a day. It's a basic level of execution, knowing what you put in your body, knowing what time you get up at. 3rd level of basic execution. Do some sort of physical exercise. It gets your blood going. And your blood pumping through your body is what helps your body heal. It's a basic level of execution. So many individuals I see that don't do it. I'm not perfect. My execution on my wake-up time sometimes gets thrown off. Then I have to check myself as to why. My execution on my food, that one doesn't get thrown off. I have a bare minimum that I need to eat every day, and I meet that. Certain food groups are required in each one of our bodies. Proteins, fats, carbs. They call them your macronutrients. You got to know how much you need to ingest as a bare minimum to build the muscle that you want to build. You also have to know how much not to ingest if you're trying to reduce the amount that you weigh. I'm in a season of growth, so I have to eat a bare minimum of certain proteins, certain fats, and certain carbs. Everything on top of that is extra. But it's not like it's nasty extras. And by nasty extra, I mean processed food. You have to know your basic level of exercise execution. When I turned 30 years old, I started calling them my 30s. 30 push-ups, 30 squats, 30 seconds of jumping jacks. When I was 30 years old, both my hips were already collapsed too. So I was doing these with busted hips. There should be no excuse as to why you're not executing on those 3 levels. At first, it seems super difficult. At first, it seems like you're not going to be able to make it. At first, you have no idea how. But again, it's not the how. It's the what kind of who are you going to be so that you can achieve this. Who do you want to be? The person that doesn't execute and then has excuses, or the person that does execute and has elevation? You get to choose each and every day. When those 3 become easy for you, when those things become automated, that's what I'll say better, then you could start adding on to them. Until those become automated, though, you will not elevate. Your execution level determines your elevation level.